Hello and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I hope you're having a really awesome Wednesday. My name's Vicki Whitking. For those of you who don't know me, I am a holistic wellness coach, and I'm so glad that you've joined me today for my Self-Care 101, the habits that make your day awesome. I'm super excited to offer this info to you and to make sure that we're at least checking in with ourselves once a day on a more lengthy, deeper note, once a week, doing something a little bit more for ourselves. Because when you're taking really good care of your body, mind, and spirit, it will take really great care of you. So let's go ahead and get into today's workshop. And yes, like I was saying, Wednesdays is not the only. Hello and welcome to my Wednesday wellness workshop. I'm your host, Vicki Whipking, and today I'm going to be sharing with you it sounds like a broken drum or a runaway, kind of mantra for me. Self-care is so important. Today's topic is Self-Care 101, the routines that make your day awesome. And I'm sure you've heard tons about self-care. What is it? How do I do it? Sure. I'm going to show you how you can treat yourself really well every day and how that will spill over into the other areas of your life. It's so important. So I'm always talking with my clients. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a holistic wellness coach, and I am always talking with my clients about self-care, self-care, self-care. And the more I experience it for myself and the more I see my clients having their successes and challenges, I know that self-care is the way to go. Self-care is your only hope as far as dealing with life, dealing with how much we are required to do in any given day. It's astounding. So let's get right into it, because these tips here are going to help you manage your day better. But it's not about focusing on the details of what's going on my calendar or what other people expect of me that make you, focusing on that doesn't make you successful. Focusing on yourself so that you can do those other things effortlessly is what's going to make you successful. So here I am, for those of you who maybe are a little unfamiliar with me. I'm there in my office, right outside my office, peeking in there. So if you ever want to work one-on-one with me in person, this is where we would do it. And I love it when clients come in and they walk into my office and they're all just like, oh, it's so nice in here. Oh, it smells so good in here. Oh, I feel so good after I leave here. And they come in feeling like crap and they go out feeling a little bit better. And, that's pretty typical. No one gets away easy coming into my office. I'm pretty big on transformation and really putting all of your efforts into your own, not just transformation, but well-being. So yes, I'm probably just like you. I am not extreme in any way. Um, even my ski style is a little bit laid back. I would consider skiing being one of the more extreme things that I do, but I don't do it in an extreme way. That's for sure. So I believe in that middle of the road. I want to wake up every day feeling good so that I want to deal with my day. I want to wake up every day with the energy and with the plan and with the confidence that, allows me to move through my day easily. And you can do that too. So let's figure it out. The basic routines that make your day awesome. If you don't got routines going on, you don't got anything going on. You're just living in chaos like this gal here. And I know how you feel. There's so much going on. There's so much demanding for your time, but you really have to take charge of certain aspects of your day, because the rest of it will be chaos. And right now, the best thing that you can do for your sanity, for your well-being, for your family, is to just be here now. Focus on the information that I'm going to share with you. Turn off all of your other things. Close the door. Make sure that you can give all of your attention and energy to the one thing you're doing right now. And that's not just for this webinar, but for anything that you're doing in life. If you're vacuuming, just vacuum. If you're cooking, just cook. If you're at work, stay focused on single tasks and stay off social media. Like, those distractions will wear you down to a little nub and will sacrifice all of your great energy that you could be doing, putting into your work or your family. So this is why routines are really amazing, because it will cut down on your stress level. So we're going to learn today why having strong self-care routines are crucial to your success. I've already been talking about it, and they are easier to pull off than you think. And once you get these routines into place and they're grooving for you, there's no stopping you. you will be motivated to take great care of yourself. Because if you know the real reasons why you should get up early, or why you should go for a walk, or why you should make a healthy choice at dinner, if you've got a good reason, which I'm going to help you with, you're gonna want to do these things. It's not going to be a have to. Oh, I have to eat broccoli tonight. Your whole outlook on this will change. So I'm going to help you to decide what practices are simply non-negotiable in your daily routine. And in fact, with my Mind Body Blueprint online group, I just sent them a link today that said these exercises are in your non-negotiables because they're so basic. And I call them the the 5 exercises that you need to do every day to keep from resting. They're non-negotiable. So we're going to look at that. That's maybe your exercise non-negotiable. We're going to see what other practices in your life you need to put together so that you are doing it your best. We're going to use a simple method to build your ideal schedule. Yeah, you build your schedule. It's possible for you to really have a lot of control about what and how you do your day. You really can. I know a lot of us are, 9-to-5ers, or we have, maybe if we're entrepreneurs, we have lots more than 9 to 5 happening in our work life. You can build your ideal schedule. Absolutely. There may be some things that you need to prioritize that aren't ideal in your world, but you can really, really make your day work for you instead of being exhausted by the end of it. And now if you're thinking, well, I don't know if I can get that together. Routines don't work for me. Self-care, that's nice and stuff, but I've got like 3 kids and a job and a mortgage. If you're feeling any kind of, negative self-talk, resistance, that kind of thing, that's okay. This may not be the thing for you right now. But I encourage you to stick with me, because all that icky feeling, that resistance that comes up, that how is that going to work or whatever, it can be channeled into powerful transformation. Let me say it again. All that stuff that comes up about how I can't do it, or I don't have time, or it's too hard, can be channeled into positive transformation. Yes, and I'm going to show you how. All right, so let's get into it. So yeah, what is so important about a routine? Some of us are really successful, like let's say at work, and you have checklists, you have routines. When you get to work, your opening routine. When you're done with work, this is what you do. You pocket things, you put things into your time pockets in your schedule, and you keep your appointments, and you work smarter, not harder. We need to do the same thing with our self-care routine. If we're not taking care of the bodies that we live and work in, they're not going to take care of us. So your success really depends on your daily habit routines. And believe me, I have studied so many of the most successful people that you can think of. Jeff Bezos and Steve Jobs and that Zuckerberg guy that has this little thing called Facebook. They all have routines in place, and they do their routines before they do their work, quote, work. Now, I know they're the boss and they can say, I'm going for a 20-minute walk and I'll be in the office later. Some of us don't have that luxury, but we need to figure out how to take these non-negotiable pieces and get those skills, put in a little effort, get those tools that you need, and put them into place for your body, mind, and spirit. If your body, mind, and spirit are grooving, you're going to be successful at work, even more so. Okay, here's what I was kind of alluding to before. So if you wake up in the morning and make a decision whether or not to go to the gym, whether or not to eat this, whether or not to wear that, whether or not to wear my keys, blah, blah. And you have to, by the time you get out the door, you have made so many decisions that your next decision is not going to be the best one that you could make. You've already used up some of your capability. So as you get farther into the day, right, your willpower drops. You end up going through drive-through. You come home at night and you're like, I'm not going to exercise. I just want to sit in front of Netflix. Come on, say it. You can say it. And we have all these reasons why. And it's because, and especially once if you use up all of your decision-making capability on trivial stuff like what to wear and what to eat and stuff. Mark Zuckerberg wears a gray t-shirt every day. Steve Jobs, the black mock turtleneck and jeans, like if you're not making 50 decisions before you get to your major project, you're going to have that much more capacity to be creative, be innovative, be efficient, be effective. You have to eliminate making decisions. So that's what routines are for. Absolutely. And let's think about this for a second. We're all just kind of struggling, to get by. Everybody's just like, well, if I can just make it to Friday, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm so exhausted by the end of the day, and blah, blah, blah. If you don't get your routines in place, your self-care in place, how are you going to feel 3 months from now when you're still kind of feeling tired or stressed out? How about in a year of getting, tension headaches or backaches or being just cranky all the time? How's that going to be in 3 years when that feels normal for you and you can't even remember what it was like when you were free and happy and not stressed out and confused? If you keep letting your daily routine slack, it's a slippery slope. And it takes a lot more to get back a good habit than it does to create a bad one. So, no matter where you are in your health fitness routines, beginning, or if you're just starting them up again, or if you don't know what to do, I am so glad that you're here, because in any aspect of your life, in order to feel successful, you need to feel like you got it together. You need to feel like going to work out isn't a big deal. Making healthy dinners is just part of what I do. It's easy. Getting a great night's sleep is effortless. I want all that for you, and I want it to be fun, and I want it to be easy. Absolutely. You don't have to be stressed out all the time. So how do we do this? First strategy is you have to figure out what the heck you're doing this for. First and foremost, if you don't know why it's important for you to stay healthy and fit, you're not going to do it. You might slog along in the beginning of some program for a while, but eventually you'll give up, especially if you're in decision fatigue and burnout stage. Yeah, so why do you want to make these changes? Why do you want to get it together? Why do you want to get your routines in place? What if everything happened like automatically? Like, what if you can just, this has always been kind of my dream, roll through the day and things are easy. Who talks like that? Yeah, things can be easy so that you're not waving around frying pans like this little girl is. Poor thing. These are maybe just a few reasons, if you couldn't come up with any on your own, why it's important. Your health and self-esteem. If you don't have your health, you really don't have anything. If you don't feel great about yourself and know that you are worthy, you're not going to give a shit about what size you are or about what you ate last night. Your family and relationships are a reason to take really good care of yourself. If you don't take really good care of yourself, and something happens to you, or you're debilitated, or you're sick, what's going to happen to your family and relationships? Definitely. If you don't have self-care routines in place, how are you going to handle your work or your household? How are you going to keep things running if you feel ragged or if you wear yourself down enough and become sick? And you can say goodbye to fun. If you're not healthy and have great self-esteem and are being successful at work and working on your relationships, friends and recreation is going to fall to the wayside. Those are the things that fall off your plate, and you're like, oh my God, I haven't done anything fun in 6 months. I've just been too tired. I've been too busy. And then forget about personal interests or me time. Look at how far down on the list that is. I think that should be probably a little bit farther up on the list. But that's one of the first things to go is the me time, especially for like moms. Oh, all the moms that I know, they just have no privacy and no time and no help. If you can get your work and household together and your family and relationships happening, me time isn't going to find a way into your life. No one's going to give it to you. Yeah. And your personal interests, it's so important to model for your families that you are dynamic, that you have other interests than cleaning the house, that you're making something that matters to you outside of the court of public opinion or, making money on something. You do something for yourself because you love it. And your family needs to see that. And your family needs to see that you have a life at the bottom. Yeah, in case you need a real reason to take care of your body, it's where your life happens. It's inside your body. And I'm 44 years old, so in case you're wondering, and I have been through, several stages of healthy, less healthy, happy, less happy, on top of things, totally scrambling. Everybody goes through their time. And out of all of that, and especially in my wellness practice, what I see happening with all these, clients of mine, I'm just like, you need to get a routine in place. You need to put yourself first. You need to deal with your own stuff and let the rest of that happen on its own. And women are very resistant to that at first until they figure out that if I gave myself some good old me time, I might just wanna do something nice for my family. No, just kidding. So, what are the biggest priorities in your life? The top 3 things. So here I gave you some priorities, right? Maybe you want to be more specific, like put some names in or some project names in, names of family members, or put some, real reasons why or real ways that you are working on your health or reasons that your health needs to be up. So what are the 3 biggest priorities? Do that, and then you can decide what really matters. When you know that you need to do something every day so that, like I said before, so that your body doesn't rust. I was just saying to my Mind Body Blueprint group where we take these routines to the next level. I was just saying you have to want to do this. You have to give that to yourself because it's important. Absolutely. So I did not want to be waking up feeling like this gal here. When I wake up in the morning, I want to feel awake for sure. Not like, how your eyes are so tired you can't even open them. I wanted to feel ready to move my body. I wanted to feel ready to think and ready to eat. Definitely. And it takes concerted effort to put all that together instead of slogging along like this gal. So here are some ways that maybe you are feeling. Hopefully, There are lots of things in your life that are make you feeling like you've got something happening, like you did something, like you got back what you were seeking. Like, this is great. I'm inspired. I want to do stuff. I want to get out there and interact with the world. I want to make a difference. I'm grateful for everything that I have. Hopefully that's how you're feeling a lot of the time. But sometimes you might be feeling like your efforts aren't taking you where you thought they would be, or that you're just like, oh, I just can't deal another day, or I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fix. I don't know how to get. I have nothing left, or can't put anything together. These are all really common. You're probably feeling a lot of these things, hence the confusion. But if you want to have more of the left-hand column and less of the right, you got to work at it. These things don't just, float in the window on a breeze. Wouldn't that be nice if happiness just floated on in? It's actually something that you purposefully create, tap into, figure out, put your energy towards. Well, if I'm tired and drained, how can I put any energy towards it? Yeah, I know. So that's why the self-care is so important. You got to keep yourself from feeling tired and drained. You got to nail down your priorities so that you're not confused and scattered. And you've got to put solid effort towards what you're doing so that you don't feel like a depressed failure. Okay. Like, this is in your control to a great extent, more than you realize, more than you realize. Now, obviously, if you're suffering from some kind of medical condition, this might be harder for you, but it is not impossible. And I challenge that anybody can be feeling accomplished, satisfied, happy, energized, proud, and inspired, no matter what's going on with their body. All right, so you need routines to make your life easy. Absolutely. So that decision fatigue is real. There are tons of studies on productivity. There are tons of studies on willpower, and routines are always the thing that help you get it happening. So the non-negotiables, what are they? Let me give you maybe a little hint here at what some of the non-negotiables are. Nutrition and water. You're really not going to get very far without nutrition and water. And actually right now we're doing a 21-day water challenge in my Mind Body Blueprint online group. And I'm really hoping that everyone gets a big old dose of, I'm not getting the right nutrients in the right water. Oh my God. Nutrition and water. Absolutely non-negotiable. You need this every day. What else do we need every day? Sleep and exercise. If you are not getting your 8 hours of sleep, more or less consistently, and getting 20 to 40 minutes of exercise every day of different variations and things, your body is not going to feel good. No, these are non-negotiables. You need to move your body and you need to rest your body. Simple as that. And we all know that we feel better when we do this. There's not a person out there that says, oh, when I exercise, I feel like crap afterwards. If you do, something else is happening with you. Non-negotiables, meditation and prayer. Nothing will get your priorities more in line than meditating and praying. Meditation is where we listen and prayer is where we ask. I am going to be doing Law of Attraction next Wednesday, and we'll talk a little bit more about this meditation and prayer and setting intentions and Law of Attraction for your health and fitness. So absolutely, meditation and prayer are how you tell the universe what you want to have happen in your life. Because let me in on you a little secret. The universe is listening to every thought that you have. Every thought that you say, oh, that's me. And it says, oh, okay, that's what you want your universe to be? Okay. And the universe gives you that. Meditation and prayer is how you shape your life. It is non-negotiable. And gratitude fits in there too. Non-negotiable. Stress relief, whatever that looks like for you, and family and friends. Stress relief might be, downtime, reading, taking a bath, getting a massage. Family and friend time, hopefully we're all doing a whole lot of that, because no one ever said, I wish I would have worked more on their deathbed. They say, I wish I would have spent more time with family and friends. And family and friends are a stress relief for sure. And non-negotiables. You have to do some work and do your responsibilities and or chores and errands a little bit every day. In my dream world, I get a whole day off where there are no work, responsibilities, chores, and errands, and my exercise is simple and my nutrition is cooked for me, and yeah, that's not going to happen. But if you are not stressed out, if your body is feeling great, if you're energized, if you're clear about your intentions, your work and responsibilities are actually done quite quickly and effortlessly. I know how much time you waste on social media while you're at work. You're not doing all of that much. You could be spending a lot more time focusing on these things rather than scrolling Facebook and Instagram. Chores and errands, be smart about it. Get some help if you need it. But yeah, most of us feel good when we make our bed and do our dishes and get the chores done for the day. And then you get the work and responsibilities done for the day. You get your nutrition and water, sleep, and exercise all the time. And then the rest of your day is like stress relief, family, friends, meditation, prayer, very pleasant. Work and responsibilities and chores and errands do not have to dominate your life. They are an important part of your life and they take serious attention and effort. They don't have to dominate. So many of us are putting work and responsibilities first on the non-negotiable list, thinking that the more we work, the happier we're going to be. And we all know that that doesn't work. That hamster on the wheel mentality isn't working for anyone. But if you get your nutrition and water, your sleep and exercise, your meditation and prayer, your stress relief and social life in order where it works for you, then the rest of it's easy, easy breezy. And if it's not, then maybe you need to make some adjustments. Okay, so let's create the schedule. So where are you out of whack with some of this? Now, everybody does really great maybe in one area. Maybe you're really good at, eating well, or you're really great at exercising, but maybe the rest of your house is a mess, or maybe you feel disorganized at work, or maybe you're too stressed out and are starting to have headaches or panic attacks. What's going on? What is not that effortless groove? And yes, this should be the goal. This is the goal of my life. How can I, maybe not literally sitting, on a beach somewhere, but how can I have this relaxed vibe where it's like, I got what I need and there's no reason to hurry or stress or freak out about anything. You got to get your routines in those areas of your life and those non-negotiables in place so that your life can just sort of flow and be a little bit more automatic or effortless. So what's out of whack? What area do you need to really work on things? Maybe it's more than one. That's okay. And if you're not sure, send me a quick message. This is what I do with my clients all the time is we assess where you're at, find out where the most effective thing is for you to focus your energy and make significant change and bring it back in. And then we just work on a little bit more and then something else and a little bit more. It's really quite effortless. So if you're always feeling stressed and pressured, every time your boss sends you an email and you feel like you have to answer it right away, if you always are procrastinating because you don't want to do it, or it feels too much, or it feels too stressful, or if you're always running late because you procrastinated and then you're running late, if you're uninspired and bored, that's a horrible feeling, to be uninspired and bored and just like not really engaged in your life. Or if you're totally disorganized and unfocused, maybe you're just pulled in 75 directions and you always feel like you're scrambling to keep up. If any of these things are happening, and yes, they happen for everyone from time to time, but if something like any of this is like really overpowering what's going on in your life, you're missing out on the joy and happiness that lies underneath running errands and doing your responsibilities and being with your family and taking good care of yourself. All of this will rob you of that. Promise, I promise. It is not necessary to be stressed. Let that sink in for a second. It's not necessary. We're constantly running on fight or flight. I talk about this all the time with my clients. What if we could shift that into, if I could plan my ideal day? Like, let's pretend like you don't have a lot of chores, responsibilities, you're on vacation, you know, you don't have to really do all of those responsible things. What would your ideal day look like from the minute you get up to what you do in your morning time, to how you're going to feel good that day, to what things you'd like to include or what people you'd like to include? Are you going to go for coffee? Are you going to do some shopping? Are you going to, gosh, it sounds like my day today. I am having an ideal day today. Okay, let me lay it out for you. My ideal day. I did sleep in just a little bit because I stayed up a little bit late last night, and that's okay because I didn't squish in my schedule too tight today. But I did get up and I did some self-care. I woke up slowly with a cup of coffee. That was nice. I did some studying on how I want to celebrate Easter and the equinox next week, and just change a couple things in the house to move on to springtime. And then I got dressed and went out and went shopping and got some more coffee. And let's see, so that's two for me. Um, and then I came back and I worked on my little project for my little herb garden for spring. And then I came to the computer and started checking my email and working and doing a little this and that. My chores are basically done. I just have to make a nice little dinner and go for a walk tonight. And my husband will come home and then we'll spend the evening hanging out a little bit. I'm going to stretch a little when I get done. And I was going to go to dance class this morning, but I did sleep in a little bit, which maybe I'll catch dance class tomorrow. Generally, I go on Wednesdays, but it's okay. And really, my day was unhurried. It wasn't dictated by other people. I got in all the things that I wanted to do, but it was a really leisurely. And as I did them, because I had planned it out and visualized it out, and I also have, I'm not doing something today that should have been done 5 days ago. Well, I sent off my mom's birthday present today. It was a day later than I wanted to, but that's okay. I wasn't scrambling. I wasn't fumbling. I wasn't rushed and hurried. I had time to look around and, just take my time and be easy and gentle. And yesterday, when I was shopping for my mom's gift, I, walked out of my office here in downtown Bozeman and walked down to, I didn't have coffee, but I did have some chocolate because I bought her some chocolates for her birthday. Montana huckleberries. It's going to be so good. I hope she likes them. And went to my favorite art gallery, and I just had a little time to walk around. My ideal day. Here's what you do. Let me see. Okay. You take all of your ideal things that you'd like to do on your ideal day, which, by the way, every time I have a client do this exercise, they come up with way more things than you can fit in a day. It's like, I want to sleep late, but I also want to get up early and exercise. I want to go for coffee, but I also want to work on my garden. I want to, and so you have to sprinkle it out throughout the week. Maybe Mondays are, house cleaning day. Maybe Tuesdays are movie night with your family. Maybe Wednesdays are stay home night and rest. Maybe Thursdays are, my mom always had bowling. I think she still does bowling like on Thursday nights. That's been her thing for like 30 years. Figure out where your things fit in your weekly structure and break your day up something like this. So in the morning, get your chores done, get your appointments in with clients or something like that. Work on your creative projects that need your fresh mind, or do some, routine tasks like paying bills or doing accounting work or something that you need to be kind of fresh and just kind of get to it and get it done with. And then, now I'm not suggesting that the whole afternoon is full of play, but if you get your important stuff done in the morning and really, really carve out that time and protect it, then in the afternoon, you can be a little more social. You can take some phone calls, that maybe are a little more chatty, or you can walk around and talk to people in your office. Maybe you get out for a quick walk or something, or you do, a sports something in the evening, or early afternoon, evening, whenever it comes up, or you go to a group activity or something like that. Fit in a little something in the afternoon somewhere, 10 minutes. In the evening, you want to focus on self-care. That means eating, sleeping, downtime, get away from the media and all of that. So work, play, and rest. 3 phases of your day. And if you want to know more about this, I go really deep into why you should structure your day like this in my Mind Body Blueprint course, because you're running on your body clock, which is set up to work this way. So many of us are not quite setting our day up to be maximum efficiency. All right. So it makes sense. Mornings are sensible, consistent, and nourishing. Get up, do the same thing every day. Put on the same thing every day. Eat the same thing every day. No, you don't have to wear the same thing every day, but if you planned it all out, you wouldn't have to decide every morning fresh. Like plan your wardrobe, plan your meals. Get up early. Absolutely. So here's your morning routine. Get up early. I get up about 5:30 every morning. I try to beat my husband out of the shower so I can go downstairs and start the hot water and get his bagel going on and stuff. And I drink warm water with lemon. And then I take a hot shower followed with cold water. And then I do my movement, whether it's yoga that day or if it's squats and push-ups that day or whatever I'm doing. Get that in, followed by breathing and intention. And then I have something consuming fat and protein for breakfast. Now, this doesn't have to take a long time. This, aside from maybe adding in 10 to 15, maybe even 20 minutes of movement, exercise, breathing, and intention, you're pretty much, doing this anyway. Just make sure you do it every day at the same time. I know that's hard on the weekends. You want to sleep in, but really, your body feels good when it gets up early. It really does. It really does. Afternoons should be convenient, diverse, and small. So afternoons, don't do really hard projects. Don't save your tough stuff for the end of the day. You're too tired. You've used up all of your decision-making abilities. Get out and move around. Like take your work to, a different workstation or a coffee shop or something. Go for a walk. Move around so that you're not like just staring at the same wall every day. And do something quick. Have a short nap, 5-10 minutes, and a snack. Something that's easy, like a protein bar. Watch out for the sugar in those protein bars, or a handful of nuts and fruit and a hard-boiled egg, or something like that to boost yourself back up. Grab a cup of tea. So there it is. There it is. And power napping, I highly recommend it. Most people don't think they're nappers, and I'm not really a napper either, but resting for 10 to 15 minutes can really help, really, really help. And make your afternoon, your workday feel finished. Clean up your desk, get your to-do list ready for tomorrow. Send out the final emails so that you're, kind of conveying to, especially when you're sending out your final emails for the day, okay, I will check back in with you on that tomorrow. Okay, I will follow up next week about this. Shut the conversation off with how you end up your email so that you're not tempted to respond back and forth for 3, 4 more emails into the evening just because this person keeps sending one more question or something like that. Shut it down. Let them know that the next time you're in front of your work, you will address it. Feel finished. And then get out there and socialize. Go for a walk with someone or meet people for happy hour or something if it's, a group thing. Have fun. Make sure you're having fun in there somewhere. And then evenings, plan something that's tantalizing. Something that you're like, oh my God, I can't wait till we go to that art opening tonight. Something that's out of the ordinary. Like we might go to the hot springs one of these evenings and just soak at night under the stars. It'll be lovely. It's perfect time of year for it. And satisfying. Finish stuff up. Finish the dishes. Get the house back in order before tomorrow comes. Put your laundry away, get out your stuff for tomorrow. Take care of your body. Shut things down. Here we go. A simple, healthy meal. We make such a mistake with having big meals in the evening. It's such a diet mistake. And I know I'm guilty of it. Not all the time, though. Tonight, our simple, healthy meal is going to be chicken shawarma salad, and I can't wait. Spend time with family, off of your phones, or work on a hobby, something where you don't have to produce results, something where you can just putter around with something and get your mind off stuff, but actually engage in something fun. Do something fun, yes. Tidy up and prep for tomorrow and shut down early. So you can't do all of these things in one evening, but sprinkle them out a little bit. Definitely, so that you're not always just feeling like you're struggling every day. Plan harder things earlier in the week or earlier in the day. I always leave Monday mornings for responding to people. People are usually hot to chat on Monday mornings and want things from you. So I'm usually, not blocking off a whole lot of creative time so that I can just deal with those things. But you do need to create boundaries around your work. Prioritize your self-care, just get it done. Make sure you're taking breaks and not breaks to check your phone. Like breaks where you're drinking water or going for a walk or doing breathing exercises and stretching. Mix up your afternoons. Mornings should be consistent, but afternoons, play around with it a little bit. Plan something fun in the evening and don't try to squish it all in on the weekend or do something every night. Like you need downtime, you need space in between your activities. And so that means you have to learn to say no to the things that distract or overwhelm you or that just plain aren't on your ideal day schedule. So many people want you to do other things, and sometimes it's best for everyone involved if you just say no, thank you, and then go recline on your beach chair. The main thing in life is that you get what you put in. I completely agree. Isn't she just adorable? Yes, you get what you put in. And so let me ask you, what have you been putting in lately? Have you been slogging through the last part of winter just being like, okay, well, someday I'll get it together, because someday is kind of over. Like we're on spring break here. So if you aren't considering, spring wardrobe or even summertime wardrobe, yeah, how are you going to feel in 6 weeks when you got to show a little leg or show a little arm, show a little skin? Because it's hot out, right? You want ease and joy when it comes to living this lifestyle instead of feeling like you always have to or everything's difficult or a chore. Yeah, I want that for you too. So if you're ready to move into some better habits, I mean, we all are. The time change this week. We're moving into spring. I definitely want more greens and vegetables than I was maybe a couple of weeks ago. And it is time to get out there. I'm definitely walking more. It's just the sidewalks are finally free of snow. It's time to let go of some of those habits because, oh boy, is spring gonna fly by. So let's not waste any more time. Let's make the decision today that you want to take these routines and these strategies that I've given you today and really take them to the next level and make them work for you. Because, you can do it one of two ways. The hard way, where it's kind of doing it on your own, putting these things together, not being quite sure why or how they work, trying to figure out, are there other alternatives? What else can I add in here? What's the big picture on, my routines and my health and stress relief and all of the diet and exercise and all of that? You can figure it out yourself. Do all the research, take all the trainings, or you can maybe just sort of get into a program that I've designed for you. Because, like I said, I'm 44. I have gone through periods of being really healthy and fit, periods of not being so healthy and fit. And as a wellness coach, oh, funny, I'm wearing that same necklace today. As a wellness coach, I have been able to put together all of my best pieces of advice for all the areas of your life, body, mind, and spirit. And when I share these with my students and clients, it takes them to another level. And you can keep amping it up and leveling it up and upgrading your life infinitely with these techniques. Because you can do all of this while actually losing weight and getting more energy in the process. All of these things that I've been talking about today, once you snowball them together into a program, your success just starts. You're not just a little happier, you're a lot happier. You're not just feeling better, you are vibrant. You're not just making good decisions, you are effortlessly motivated. It's amazing. And you will end up losing weight and feeling more energized. So, yeah, what if your lifestyle felt as easy as losing weight while you sleep? I can do it for you in my Sleep Yourself Skinny. It's how to reset your body to lose weight and get the best rest of your life. If you can get your sleep under control, you can get your weight under control. I promise you. And I've done this. I've noticed absolutely, like a couple of years ago when I was revamping my sleep schedule, I noticed that the better my sleep, the better I felt, the more weight I lost. Yeah, absolutely. And I go through not just how to go to bed, but how to get up and what to eat and how to exercise and how to relieve stress. It is an absolute mind body approach. This is a mini course on its own that's going to help you focus everything on getting great sleep and effortlessly losing weight. Yep, absolutely. You absolutely will not be your best if you aren't sleeping well. If you think, oh, well, I'm just a natural night owl. Yeah, me too, for sure. I'm giving you no holds barred all of the tips that scientifically make sense as far as what to eat, when to eat, how to go to bed, how to get up, how to exercise, how to relieve stress. I give it all to you. My 3-step Sweet Dreams checklist so that you know that you're doing the right things in your evening routine. I'm going to give you a workout protocol that is going to definitely help you sleep better. My Sleeping Beauty menu helps you put not only the right foods together, but tells you when to eat them and what mistakes to avoid. Yeah, there are some big mistakes out there that we all seem to make because our society tells us this is how we live. No, they are a recipe for gaining weight, and I'm going to tell you how to avoid those mistakes. And I'm also going to give you my 4-minute deep sleep hack that's just going to help you get out of that stressful day and into sweet slumber. So this little mini course here, I'm serious. I've packed it all in. Your investment today, regular price, $47. Actually, I have sold this for $97 in the past. Today, I'm offering it $7. Now is the time. Oh, and that's not even 50%. That's more like 70%. I don't know. I don't do math. This is absolutely the right time to readjust your sleep, readjust your eating habits, get more energy, and start looking great for spring because Memorial Day is what? Oh, I don't know, 10 weeks away, maybe. So, thank you so much. Please send me your questions. Do your homework. Let me know how I can help you because I want you to feel fabulous, mind, body, and spirit, for sure. So stay tuned for next week. We're going to do law of attraction practices that will help you in your health and fitness. And catch me on Every Wednesday Wellness for the best tips that you can do to make your life fabulous. All right. And I will be seeing you next week. Have a great one.